4 verse 13. And Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Shalom, shalom. Before I start this lesson, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachah Kodash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings on all you brethren teaching this word in all sincerity and truth. And to the few Akwaf that listen and subscribe unto this truth, shalom unto you. All right, and I start this lesson with Ezekiel 4 and 13, showing you that we are definitely eating our bread defiled amongst these damn heathens, man. Mainly from Esau Edom, who was intentionally and purposely feeding us food that's defiled to the utmost, man. All right, from your bread, from your water, from your wine, from every single basic use of food that we have here in Babylon the Great is defiled with a bunch of goddamn chemicals, man. And this article that I came across basically is telling you that a lot of this food that we're eating is not even real food. It's basically chemicals and it's basically drugs, man, which is causing the reason why 70% of all Americans are fat and obese, man, because a lot of people are addicted to food. And these foods are just as addictive as drugs and cigarettes, man. So we are definitely eating our food defiled amongst this goddamn devil, man. And he's doing it intentionally, all right? Because the foods that are lawful and that are approved by the FDA here in different countries like Europe and England and shit, the food that we eat here is totally banned over there in those countries. They wouldn't even feed their people the shit that we're being fed here, because those people over there understand that those foods are they're defiled, man. They cause you to gain weight. They're chemicals. There's no nutrients. There's no sustenance to the shit, man. It's just basically a bunch of goddamn empty chemicals and no calories, which is why when you go over there to London, man, and in England, those people over there aren't fat and obese like the people over here in America are, man. And I remember I was listening to this podcast. I think it was that one guy. What's his name? TRL Cast, I think. I can't remember his name, but basically he was giving us an account about how his friend came over here from across the pond over here to America, and he was skinny and he was thin. And he said when he came here he stayed over here for about a month and a half, just totally binging on the American diet, that he gained like fucking 15, 20 pounds, man. When he left here, he felt fucking sick and disgusted. And when he went back home, started eating his regular diet, within a couple of months, he was back down to his regular weight, which showed you that this food here is completely defiled, man. And the only reason why, we don't get so sick, I mean, we do get sick from it, but for the most part, we're used to it. And this is why a lot of people have such cravings that they have here for processed foods, which is basically fucking nothing but drugs, man, likened unto drugs. And they're addicted. And it already has their brain hardwired to constantly crave these foods, man. That's why you see the McDonald's drive-through around the corner every goddamn day. People are constantly making these fast food joints and fast food and processed food a staple of their diet. Is because they're addicted to it, and a lot of people don't really understand why these things are so and why they crave these foods so much. Is because they're basically crack addicts, man. It's basically nothing but chemicals and drugs within these foods, which is destroying, the average American citizen, man, which is why we need to totally get the hell up out of here. So let me get this article. Fuck, I already had it, but I guess this shit. Let me get it. It was down here somewhere. Here we go. This is why we need to get the hell up out of Babylon, man. The best thing for our people is to get the hell up out of here as soon as possible. It says this is from the Daily Mail. It says exclusive donuts, cereal, and pizza should be redefined as drugs. Scientists say highly processed foods are just as addictive and harmful as cigarettes, man. You see, and these foods are intentionally linked and intentionally processed with all of this shit, man. These companies know exactly what they're doing, man. All right, because what? They're looking to make money. They're looking to make profit. And if they can keep you hooked on their foods like drugs, it's a win-win situation, man. So these food companies ain't no different than the average nigga selling crack rock on the streets, man. And these companies should be punished and thrown in jail, just like the average nigga on a corner or the average drug dealer selling drugs out on the streets is punished. These companies should be punished, man, because there ain't no difference. It says processed foods are as addictive and dangerous as cigarettes, experts say. Research says the foods have been linked to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and other issues. You see? The pair of scientists is calling for restrictions on the marketing of the foods because these companies need to be thrown in jail, man. Which just further shows you that we are not living in a righteous society, man. This is a wicked, defiled, just disgusting place, man. All right? And this shit is all being done intentionally, man. And they don't have no, and they're not going to stop selling the shit because they're going to constantly make money off of it, man. You see, and that's why, hey, when all hell breaks loose and these stores close and these people don't have access to all of this food and the economy collapse, watch how crazy these people are going to go. These people are going to go absolutely crazy. They're going to be just like a crackhead that haven't had his fix, man. And eventually these people are going to be so desperate, when these processed foods that they're so used to having are no longer available, people are going to go absolutely ape shit, man. To the point to where, we can see how cannibalism here in the States is going to come back in style pretty soon, man. But that's a different lesson for a different day. It says, highly processed foods should be reclassified as drugs because they are as addictive and harmful as cigarettes, scientists argue. Researchers claim items like donuts, sugary cereals, and pizza meet the official criteria that established cigarettes as a drugs in the 1990s, man. And I know for a fact that pizza places like Pizza Hut, for sure, they put sugar in their dough, man. Which is why, a lot of people are addicted to Pizza Hut. And I always hated Pizza Hut pizza. That's the wackiest, nastiest pizza on the fucking planet, man. But you can see why. It says these include causing compulsive use and mood altering effects on the brain. Yeah, that's why you hear people say they hangry. That Snickers commercial, you're not you when you're hungry. Yeah, because you basically not getting your fucking a drug fix of these high sugary and high processed foods, man. And it's a goddamn shame, man. It just shows you that this place just needs to be utterly destroyed and we need to get the hell up out of here, man. Which further shows you that we're in our captivity because you really believe that when we're in the kingdom of heaven, or even when we was living 40 years of peace amongst Solomon, even when we was sovereign amongst these other nations, that we didn't have control of our food. You didn't know where your food was coming from. And here in Babylon the Great, we have absolutely no idea where this food is coming from, man. Obviously, look at how it's made. Look at how it's packaged. You can't even read the ingredients on the back, man. You be sitting there for 20 minutes trying to sound every word out, man. But it's all basically a big fancy word for highly addictive chemicals, man. It says, and having properties or ingredients that reinforce addiction or trigger cravings. Ultra-processed foods, which also include things like soda, chips, pastries, and candies, contain high amounts of unnatural flavorings, preservatives, and sweeteners. It says, ultra processed. I read that. It says these properties give them their delicious flavor, but also make them high in calories, fat, sugar, or salt, which raise the risk of obesity and other chronic illnesses. Which is why, the average of the 70% of all Americans are fat and obese, man, and especially you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Our people suffer the worst from this shit. Because we have a strict diet that we a dietary law, man. There's certain foods and certain things that when our people consume that are unlawful, man, hey, it has effects upon our people, which is why our people lead the league in heart disease, obesity, and other chronic illnesses, man. And a huge part of it is because of the food that we're being fed by this damn devil Esau, man, and these different companies. It says researchers led by Dr. Ashley Gerhardt, a psychology professor at the University of Michigan, told DailyMail.com these foods are more like a drug because of how distant they are in taste and texture from natural foods. It says they are industrial produce substances designed, they're designed. So these companies make these foods intentionally designed to make you hooked on them and craving them so that they can constantly make money. And I guarantee you, like a lot of these families that own these companies, their family and their children don't even eat their own fucking products, man. They don't fucking drink Coke and drink these products that they sell to the average person out here because they know exactly what's in these things and what they're designed to do. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure some of them do, but for the most part, I'm pretty sure they stay away from these shits as much as possible, which as we should do, which, we try to the best of our ability, but sometimes, hey, you do indulge in these things, man, but you have to be mindful and keep it in a moderation. Like I don't fucking drink soda at all. I can't remember the last time I had a soda, but I'm not going to lie and say that I don't eat pizza or I don't every once in a while eat some chips and shit, but I do. But I don't have like a huge craving for like sweets and candy because I don't really eat it that much. But the average Jake out here, they don't know no better. They don't try to have any restraint or to fight it off because a lot of them, they're poor. A lot of them don't even know that they're being affected by this shit, man. They just don't understand why they like it so much. They just think they like it because it's good. But no, you're really addicted to it. It says they are industrial produce substances designed to deliver sugar and fat. Dr. Alexandria De Feliciantonio, a health behavior research professor at the University of Tech University, said, they are not foods anymore. You see, we shall eat our food defiled amongst the Gentiles. So we're not even eating food anymore, man. A lot of this shit is calorieless, nutritionless bullshit, man. It says they are not foods anymore. These are these products that have been really well designed to deliver added addictive substances. The researchers want the marketing of these foods to children to be restricted the same way nicotine advertising cannot be directed at kids. But they have stopped short of calling for an outright age ban, which they're not going to stop. And this is the girl that figured it out, man. That's coming out with this info. It says America's obesity crisis has largely been tied to the prevalence of ultra-processed foods. The foods are believed to make up around 50% of the American diet. So half of the food that you're eating is fucking drugs. It's processed bullshit to make you that's highly addictive and causes a lot of heart disease and health issues, man. Which is why a lot of these people here in Babylon the Great are fucking insane in the membrane. And fat is all hell, man. And just defiled, man. It says, as a result, around 70% of Americans are obese, according to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, with 40% classed as obese, And this is all part of the plan of these global elites, man, to feed you poison, around the clock, man. Even their own medical association is filled with nothing but drugs and with drugs, and it's destroying you. So you're being doped up, dumbed down, poisoned, and slowly killed every day, man. From the food that you eat to the medicine that you take, from the water that you drink, from the air that you breathe, all around the clock, these devils are destroying you, man. Which is why we pray that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai speedily deliver us out of the hands of this damn devil Esau. Barakatah. All right? Because we're literally being destroyed here, man. And there's no doubt about it, man. You see? This is why you Negroes and Native Americans, you should be praying to get the hell up out of America. This is not our rest, man. Let me get that real fast. I think I had that. You can see, obviously, this is not our rest, man. And this is the worst captivity that we have ever been under. With no end in sight, which is why, we need Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to come back and destroy this damn devil, man, as soon as possible and deliver us. All right. This is Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Hey, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. You see? And this is what Babylon the Great has done to our people spiritually. Spiritually, physically, in any way, shape, form, or fashion that you can see it, we are being polluted and destroyed here in Babylon the Great under this damn devil Esau, man. Which is why we need the Lord to come deliver us from under this damn devil, man. We need to be sovereign. We need to, we need the kingdom. We need to change bodies, man. Which is why you see why the Lord's going to have to change these vile bodies back into our glorious bodies, man. Because these bodies are fucking polluted to the max, man. The only thing that's pure in these bodies is the spirit of the elect. Everything else is defiled, man. All right, let me get this quick one. This is Genesis 32:10. It says, deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau. For I fear him, lest he will come and smite me and the mother with the children. And this is how, the mind frame that our people should be in, for the Lord to deliver us from the hand of our fucking evil brother Esau. Because he is destroying us. He is smiting us. He's not doing it, just straight up at one swap, but he's doing it. He's doing a slow kill, man. Like I said, from the air, from the water, to the food, to the fabrics, to everything, to the information, to the music. Everything that this devil provides for us is to smite us and to destroy us and to slowly. It's a slow kill, man. This is fucking crazy, man. So, hey, This is not the kingdom of heaven, man. And we need to get the hell up out of here as soon as possible, man. We're being destroyed on all levels, man. See? Let me read a little bit more. I'm gonna hop around. It says, fuck, man. Salakia, man. Fuck. It says, Dr. Gerhardt warned that even people who of a healthy weight are still at risk of developing cancer and other issues down the line from eating junk food. And let's not think about the hokey pokey from a year ago. You know, that serum that people got injected with not too long ago. And on top of all of this shit, man, it's literally a slow kill, man. Hey, it's through the grace of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that we're not all dead, man. Let's just keep it real, man. It says the foods have been linked to a jump in diseases like colorectal and kidney cancer and Alzheimer's in the U.S., among other diseases. You know, he reads shit like this and make you just want to be a goddamn vegetarian, man. Or to just eat raw plant-based foods, which, you know, it sounds good, but even that is defiled, man. Even that has issues and it's contaminated. And a lot of it is genetically modified, man. So there's no way around, no way around it, man. This man is hijacked and has destroyed everything, man, and weaponized every single thing that he gets his hand on, man. It says constantly spiking blood sugar, though eating sugary foods can also lead to diabetes. It says at least 1 in 5 premature deaths are directly linked to ultra-processed foods like pizza, cakes, and sodas. And these companies need to be fucking held accountable, man. These companies need to be destroyed and eradicated off of the face of the earth. They shouldn't operate, man. They shouldn't have a green light to sell any goddamn thing, you know? It says up to 1 in 5 premature deaths are directly linked to ultra-processed foods, a first of its kind, the study has found. Calorie-dense foods such as pizza, cakes, and hot dogs are often packed with sugar, salt, and fat. And they say every time you eat a hot dog, that should take 30 minutes off of your life, man, for a glizzy, man. So we need to get the hell up out of here, man. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's just sometimes you got to laugh and keep from crying, man. You know? And this is why this man is completely the damn devil that the Bible speaks of. It says, which raised the risk of obesity, heart disease, and other chronic illnesses. Researchers in Brazil estimated that in 2019, the deaths of around 57,000 Brazilian people and who are the Brazilians? Israelites, man. All right. The Asher, I think. It says, between the ages of 30 and 69 were attributed to highly processed snacks. That amounted to nearly 22% of deaths from preventable diseases among that age group and 10% of all premature deaths. You see, it says the expert said in high-income countries like the U.S., Canada, and the U.K., where junk food consumption is higher, the estimated impact would be even greater. See? So it says knowing the deaths attributed to the consumption of these foods are modeling how changes in dietary patterns can support more effective. But this devil ain't going to change anything, all right? Because he's the devil. This is all part of these elites' plan. They already feel like there's too many people on the planet Earth anyway, and a bunch of you people are a bunch of useless eaters. So why not feed the useless eaters junk and garbage and poison and highly processed food that destroy their minds, their bodies, and their digestive systems, man? Why the hell you think cancer is through the roof? Why do you think diabetes is all these other ailments are all on the rise? It's because of the poison that we're being constantly fed on a daily basis, man. It says now they're calling for regulation. They should have been regulated this shit. All right. The only regulation that you should do is to close down these companies, man. But that's not going to happen here. You know, that's why we're waiting on Yahweh Shai to come back to destroy this damn devil. All right. It says, let me see something. It says Dr. Koop used 3 key metrics: compulsive use, mood alteration, and reinforcement to determine that nicotine was an addictive substance. Last year, scientists determined that the craving for a cigarette many chronic users feel are a 4th pillar of addiction as well. It says Dr. Whatever applied the standards used to determine nicotine was an addictive substance to highly processed foods as well. Thus, first was compulsive use, which they described as a person wanting to eat the foods even when they were aware how unhealthy they are. People want to cut down, people go on diets, and the vast majority of people fail. They find it difficult to do so even when they know it's going to kill them. She blamed the fat and sugar contents of the foods for triggering an addictive response in the brain. While more research into junk food is needed to determine how exactly they impact the brain, she believes the speed at which the body processes them can play a role. The quicker hits are similar to how nicotine, alcohol, and cocaine is basically literally fucking drugs, man. It's the same effect. And these companies have formulated these foods to hit just like drugs, man. So all this shit is just wicked, man. All these companies is wicked. They all need to be closed. They all need to be destroyed, and they are going to be destroyed when Yahweh Shai send the nukes to destroy Babylon the Great, man. All right, this is absolutely fucking ridiculous, man. You know, but hey, this is all part of prophecy, man. You know, and this is why repentance is critical, man. We need Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, yesterday. It says the high sugar and fat contents of these foods also impact a person's dopamine receptors in the brain. It affects your well-being or your mood in a way that is actionable to the brain. The pair of researchers described it as a psychoactive effect that a person would need to consume more highly processed snacks to reach again, just like that of man, it's just like a drug, man. Once you eat so much, you're not going to get that same feeling unless you eat more and more. Just like when you start smoking dope, at first it hits hard, but then after your body assimilates, you're going to need more and more of it to get those effects, man. Literally fucking crack food, man. It says processed foods also have a reinforcement effect where a person may seek out the foods even when they do not need to. That's crazy, bro. This nigga literally turned everybody into food junkies, man. Crack junkies. It says she used the example of a person with highly healthy food in their fridge choosing to go out and purchase chocolate ice cream because their addiction. People may also crave their favorite junk food, searching to the effect of heavy fats and sugars have on the brain, meeting the fourth latter added criteria. Eating these foods can cause severe negative health effects over time. We know HPF's highly processed consumption is linked to cancer. Consuming these foods is increasing your risk of cancer, even in a healthy individual, she said. If you are skinny, you're still at risk. Boom, bap, bap, man. I don't need to read anymore, man. Let me get the rest of these precepts. Get the hell out of here, man. But hey, man, we are literally in hell, man. They're literally in hell, man. This is hell. This isn't living. This is not our rest, man. And the faster Yahweh Bashem Yahshua can get us out of here, the faster we can go home and whoop Esau ass for this shit, man. It's like it, fuck. It's like, man, my phone sucks, man. It says, where was I? Let me see, This is Psalms 59:2. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgressions, nor for my sin, O Yahweh. See, and that's what Esau does, man. And these food companies, they work iniquity too, because they create this shit with keeping you addicted in mind. All right. And these elites, this is all part of their plans, man. To slowly destroy you people, to destroy you, your minds, your thinking, to make you more docile, to make you more of a goddamn brainless zombie, man, that can be easily controlled and easily manipulated, man, all for his own pleasure. It says they run and prepare themselves without my fault and awake to help me. And behold, thou therefore, O Yahweh, power of hosts, the God of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgressor. Salah, yeah, mainly these super elites, man. All right. Don't be merciful unto them. Destroy their ass, man, and destroy everything that they've built, all of their wickedness, all of their wicked institutions, from the religious to the political to the medical to the food sector. All of it needs to be eradicated and destroyed, man. It says they return at evening. They make a noise like a dog and go round about the city. Behold, they belch out with their mouth. Swords are in their lips. For who, say they, doth hear? But thou, O Yahweh, shall laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. Because of his strength, I will wait upon thee. For the Most High is my defense, man. You see? And that's where our faith is in. It's in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, who's going to come back and ultimately destroy these devils, man. We are going to be avenged. This devil is going to get paid back. He is going to go down for all of this wickedness that he's doing in this earth, man. All right. He is not going to see a good when it cometh, man. The Lord is going to ultimately destroy Esau off the face of the earth, man. But we need to be delivered from this devil, man, because he's out of control, man. He's off the chain. Hey, and this devil was the ultimate goddamn crack dealer, man. And he's got everybody hooked on his fucking drugs, whether it's drugs, literal drugs or food drugs, man. So I just wanted to do this lesson just to further point out that, how much this man's a damn devil, man. And hey, may Yahweh Bashem Yahushua speedily return and destroy this devil and save us and our children from the hands of this bloody and violent man, Esau Edom, man. And that's why he's being exposed in these last days, because hey, his day is coming, man. So hey, with that, Lord, within you were edified. Call all your how about Shem Yahweh Shai, put in the spirit of me and do this lesson. To the next one, Shalom.